Hi, welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to be canning chicken today. Greg's Kitchen was invited by the MillerLife Kitchen and Jeni's Scratch Made Kitchen to do some canning with them. And there's a lot more besides me. There's going to be several other channels doing this. And you want to really watch them, make a comment, and try to win the gifts. They are going to be giving away 2 canners. I wish I could do that, win one of them. I could use a new canner. I don't know if you've priced them lately, but oh my goodness. Anyway, the girls are going to be giving away 2 canners. So you want to be watching this, make a comment, and see if you can win one of those canners. And there's going to be a lot of people doing this collaboration of canning. Now I'm doing chicken because y'all know I eat a lot of chicken, but I'm going to be taking some of this chicken down to my son. He couldn't do this because he doesn't have room in his kitchen to do a canner. Now I'm going to be doing the chicken today, so let's get busy here. I'm going to kind of watch it a little bit because I started earlier to do it, and you know what I did? I don't have enough room either. I cut my thumbnail half off, so I started all over, and I had to go cut it off with fingernail clippers. This knife is sharp, but I love it. Now I'm going to be canning chicken breast and chicken thighs. Now I've already went through and boned everything, and on my thighs I've got all the fat taken out, and I deboned it. I got that done, and this is the best way to put up chicken. I'm telling you, I priced the chicken, oh my goodness, for a pint of chicken you are going to be paying $7.99 at the grocery store. I said, people, how can you afford it? So I figured it up, and by the time I can it, I had just a little, well, I know you have to buy your jars and stuff, but once you've made that jar investment, you've always got them. But I figured it up, and I had just a little over $2 in mine. But some of the chicken that I'm doing, my friend and her son raised, and then we butchered them. And yes, I helped butcher. I don't mind butchering them. Matter of fact, I like butchering them. But I didn't do all of them. I did some of them. We went up there to St. Mary's, and Shane cut their heads off. And then he did put them in the tub that swirls them around and gets just about all the feathers off. And then Charlotte and I pick the rest of them off, and then we take the insides and everything out and all that, and then we get them ready to can. Sometimes we cut them and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we freeze them whole. But I know Charlotte was canning day before yesterday. Well, she'd canned for 3 days, I think. But she got all of hers done, and she canned a turkey. And I think she said she got 40 jars, pints. And I said, I wished I'd have got mine done earlier because my freezer went out. And I didn't know it. And it was my small one, and I just keep like extra turkeys and extra chicken and stuff like that in it. And it was out in the garage, and I didn't know it. And guess what? I lost them all. So that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you live that way, and sometimes you get them all. But I only lost, I think it was about 5 chickens, which is a lot. Now my thighs, what I did was I cut them right down the back or front, wherever you want to cut them, and then I cut the bone out. But I had quite a bit of the fat on them yet, so that's what I'm taking off now. And I tried to get most of it off before, and I didn't. And anyway, that's what I'm doing now, is trying to get that off. But you don't have to get it all off. Now, when I put these in the jars, you don't put any water in, and you'll be surprised because they make their own broth, and you'll be surprised how much broth you get. And the only thing you put in it is your salt. You don't put any water or anything like that in with it. And it's so, so nice when you say, okay, kids came home from school and they want a sandwich, and they're just, I just want a sandwich, Mom, I'm hungry. Didn't have much to eat at school today because I didn't like what they served. So anyway, I'll grab I don't for the school kids, but I do for my husband when he's like that, coming in and out of the garage from working. And he'll say, don't you have something I can have as a sandwich? And I say, how about a turkey sandwich or a chicken sandwich? And sure, so I'll just grab a can of turkey or a can of chicken, and I just open it up, take it out, and sometimes I heat it and sometimes I don't. I ask him, you want cold or hot? And then I just make him a sandwich. And that's so nice to be able to do that. And when you have company, unexpected company, it's the best way, because you've always got something to serve, as you can always make something up real quick, because you can grab a can of chicken, or if you've had a turkey, you can grab a can of turkey and make chicken and noodles, or you can, with your mashed potatoes, and it's inexpensive. I know I priced it, and then I also priced the whole chickens, and you'd be surprised how much they were. So I like doing this, and it takes a little while, but not long. So there's no reason why you can't do it. So I'm going to I just lay them out. I just go through and cut them. Now I'm using a towel under my board, because if some of the juice gets off of the board, I don't want it on my wood counter. I just prefer it not to be there. Now my thighs aren't that big, so I thought I would just take my thighs and cut them straight down. You don't have that big of a piece, and that does real well. Okay. Okay, now, and I like to have a little white meat and a little dark meat together in most of them. And you want to pack it firm. Okay, I should have put my salt in the bottom, but I didn't, did I? Put a teaspoon in the bottom of each jar, which the water's going to make it, the broth's going to take it up. I just watch my hands because of what I'm going to touch when I get done, which I go over my whole kitchen with Clorox cleaner when I get finished. And And the reason I didn't use the chicken legs is because the great-grandkids love fried chicken. And I fix that in the air fryer or I fry it for them. So I always keep the legs out for the great-grandkids. Okay, and then when you get all your chicken in there, you'll want to wipe the ring of the jar to make sure it's clean. And I'm using vinegar. Okay. I'll clean that with Clorox later. Okay, and then you'll take your lids and rings. Now I've got rings, I've got my lids in here and I've got rings on them because they're easier for me to get out. I ordered one of those magnets today. Now I'm going to set this down in my canner, these in my canner, and I'm going to process them for 75 minutes. Now if you were doing quarts, you'd do it for 90. And I've got warm water in it. Because you have to have warm water in it. Put my jars in there. Start it with warm water. There we go. Now, and now while that's going, I'm going to cut some more up so it's ready to go when I get ready. Now I'm going to leave the bobber off until all the air gets out of here, and then I'll put it on, and then I'll watch my gauge. So, and then I'll put that on, and then I'll be back in 90 minutes. I'll be back in about 95, 96 minutes. I am back. And look, I got a glove on because these are hot. But look at this beautiful, beautiful chicken. And look how much broth I got in that jar. Now, you're not going to get that in every jar that much, but you're going to get broth in it. And that chicken just, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now this chicken here, I figured it up, cost me a little over $2. And if you went to the store to buy that, you're going to pay anywhere from $6 to $8 for it, depending on what grocery store you go to. So, I don't think it's worth it to go to the grocery store to buy chicken. If you've got a canner and cans, can it. And if you don't, ask your mom if she has one. I bet she does. I know Grandma does. So, and they would be glad to help you, and they'd be proud of you for canning it. I know I can't wait. I've got another batch on right now going. I'm going to get it done and see what I end up with. So, I thank you for watching us, and go on all the other channels because I know that the girls are going to have lots of different canning ideas, not just chicken. They're going to have different canning ideas on all the different channels, and there will be a lot of channels too. And win yourself a canner and then start canning. You will love it, and you'll save a lot of money. So, can with us. We love you bunches, and we'll see you real soon.